Alright, what is up, guys? I'm going to go ahead and do the market recap for today. Um, this morning, I did not do very well. I was actually down like $370 something. And I traded my way back up to being only down $76, which sounds good, but kind of sucks because I was in CEI right here as it was coming up, and at this very moment I was up like $200 total on the day, and it shot down. So I finished up on CEI $25, which is not fun because, like I said, I was up so much. But on that drop, I bailed out, only locked in $25, finishing the day up 76 in the hole. That leaves me $158 total profits on the new account that I started. So, not terrible considering I was down $300 this morning. I did break some rules, traded more than 3 times. I did only trade 3 stocks, but I traded CEI several times because we were just hoping for this massive breakout that we never got. So CEI was on the watch this morning because it gapped up from 272 something, all the way up to 530 in pre-market. Came down, consolidated, and I mean, this stock is like, let's see, 168,000 in float, which means there's only 168,000 shares of this stock available total. Now, that's very little. That's like the smallest I think I've ever seen. Not only that, 35% of that 168,000 are held in a short position. So that means 35% of the people holding this entire company's shares of stock are hoping it's going to go down. They're probably, right. But if it were to spike and break 450 and run up to 5, most of those people would probably get scared and cover, causing a short squeeze, causing it to go up to 550, $6. And then since it's low float, everybody's going to be seeing it spiking. They're going to jump on it. It could have easily run up to the 50 moving average, which is at right at $8, $8.13. It was at like $8.13. I don't know. So, it's right here, 803. Currently at 803. So, we never did get that spike over 450 with good volume. I mean, oh, come on. It broke 450 for just a little second here, and people took profits. It quickly came back down. So, my first trade on it was at 933. I stuck to that rule. Don't trade until 932 and a half to 933. Just bought 800 shares as a starter at 409. So 903, 409 right here. I was just hoping to see 3 green candles push up to. Really, I would have probably got out at 440. Or taking profits in the 430s and then the rest at 440, but it came down, scared out, got out of it at 376, which is not quite the bottom of the candle, but pretty low. This was our resistance in pre-market, so 390, 388, somewhere around there, and it came down pretty quick. So that scared a lot of people out of the stock. A lot of people didn't want to play it today because it was whipping around pretty quick. I got back in at 394. Let's see what time. 9:41. Boom. 394. So just over the break of what was support. Could have been resistance, but it didn't really resist too much. And I actually made money on this trade. So, sold, how many shares? I bought 800 shares. Sold 200 at 420 and 200 at 434. On its way up, I guess this candle here. And then sold the rest as it dropped suddenly all the way down to 384. Now, I wasn't out of the red entirely on this stock with that trade, but I made money on this trade is what I'm saying. So it closed the gap a little bit, which I shouldn't have actually made the trade because one of my rules is 200 max loss for the day. At this point, I think on the first two trades, on that one and the trade I made here on XNet, I was down a total of $370. So that was the first two trades on CEI. The other one I got in at 4. Let's see, what time was this? 9:50. Got in at 4, the break of $4, and also the break of the VWAP because it just happened to be at $4. Selling at 421, 426, and 428. So I made money on that one. I think it was pretty green on the day on that one. Then I got back in at 435, selling half at 439 and the other half at 431. It was pretty much break even. Back in at 436, and as you can, 430s is like the mid range of this channel that it got into, and we were just kept waiting for this break of 450. There were a couple times I was holding and it came up to like 348, 349, sat, flushed down, come back up, flushed down. So if I would have bought in the 430s and sold at 448, 446 every time, I'd probably up $400 on this trade or on this stock today, but I was just waiting on that massive breakout. And I kept trading it, kept trading it. I'm not going to go every single one, but this last one, I do want to go over the last one because it was super annoying. And this is another rule that I broke today. I broke all my rules today, basically, which is one of them is don't trade over lunch hours. So I bought in 500 shares at 414. Let me see the timestamp. 118. Way back here. I watched this one for a while. So boom, this candle here, 414. Grabbed more. Yep, 128 as it dropped down. Picked up 500 more at 410. Then 500 more at 403. Is that the same candle? Yep. And then I bought 500 more. 48. This one, as it came all the way down, picked up at 398, which brought my average down to 406, I believe. Then I sold here. Is it this candle I started at 56? Yep, 56. Sold at 423, and I market ordered out at 418 because it wasn't moving. And then it started to creep up here, and I was going to put the bid on at 424. And this flush happened. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the live trade. I wanna show you the trade itself. So hopefully I pulled up the right video. Yeah, okay. So I'm already in it. 500 shares. 405. No, I made two trades here at the end of the day. So I made a little bit of it back on that one, but I don't care about that trade. This is okay. Yep. So I'm already in it for 500, and I'm about to pick up another 500. And I got the buy here and a buy here. It takes out the first one at 410, and then I move the second one down. So this one's about to get taken out, 410. Boom, it's taken out. I moved that one down because I want it to, I think I moved it down. Maybe I'll leave that one there. Anyways, let's just fast forward. So I end up having 2,000 shares. Oh my goodness, this trade just took so long. And there was times I was down like $200, but it was fine. Boom, okay. So that last order got filled just now. 2,000 shares at 206. and I was setting alarms because I was doing other stuff in the house. I wasn't just sitting at my desk. So I set, you know, notifications here and up here. If it dinged, I would come over and see which one dinged. But so the first one that went off was the 421, and that was a nice surprise when I got over here. So I didn't even see this spike happen. I wasn't sitting here. Oh, did you see the bid change? Let me go back real quick. So it's sitting at 405. And it just changes to 424. Boom. That was insane. Like, what the hell happened? I guess somebody market ordered in, like, some, I don't know, 10,000 shares or more, 20,000 shares. So I took some profit off. Let's see what the thing says. I get filled, is it like 523? Yeah. So I take off 500 shares at 523. Then when it comes back down on market order, see I'm up $300. $315, $330. Should have just freaking market ordered out right then. Might have got filled at 422, but I still would have been up $280. Let's fast forward a little bit. So I'm still holding the 15. I market ordered out. No, I put it on the bid. It didn't take. It's creeping back up. So I did market order out the 500 shares at 418. It keeps moving up, moving up. I'm just waiting for it to pop to 430, and I'm like, it's going to happen. Cancel that. Starting to drop. Here I'm like, nah, better get out. Filled it. I don't know. Yeah, anyways. Let's watch it again. Just disappointing. But, I mean, that's just how it is sometimes. 420, bids drop, 418, 417, 415, 414, 410, 408, 406, 401, 4. Oh, it was just so fast. And it ends up coming all the way down to 380, 375. So, anyways, that was that trade live. Close that out. And as you can see, that was right here. Let's see where it's at now. Yeah, so it's staying under the support line, which is now going to be resistance. Honestly, I'll be surprised if it comes back up at all. Let's see. Now let's go over some of the other trades. XNet. It was gapping up this morning a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little. But it was, you know, it's been a top gainer. Back here on the 25th of October, between the 24th and 25th, it gapped up from 230s to the 270s, and then ran all the way up to a high of $5. Then the next day it gapped up, ran all the way up to 680, had a little green day, gapped down, and it's, you know, it's been holding its gains. You know, it's not dropped below $4 from the 230s, so that's really good. People have been keeping it on watch. Let's see, my first buy I got in with 600 shares at 656, this level here. I'll draw a line there sometimes just to see where I'm in at while I'm watching more than one stock, because I was in this one and CEI at the same time. So I got in at 456. Let's see what time. 34. This candle here, right at the bottom. Probably should have sold up here or up here, but I held, and I sold, stopped out at 460 or 644. Sorry, I'm a little dyslexic. That is no lie. 37. This candle here as it came back down. So I should have just took profits somewhere up in here. But I mean, I wasn't up that much. I was only holding 600 shares. So I was up like $70 or something. I like to see triple digit numbers, you know, 100, 120. But that's where I go wrong sometimes. And the next one I traded was ISEE. And this one, it has been another like top gainer. and it's been consolidating up here in the highs of, you know, the gap up. You know, it was trading down here below $1 on the 25th, gapped up over the weekend on Monday morning. So under $1, gapped up to with a high of $2. Only, you know, it's a 100% move. Then the next day runs up to 225, nothing crazy. Then the day after that runs up to 360. So, and its high was Friday up at 428. So today we were watching it again, waiting to see if it would break even higher, run up to maybe $5. Got in on a little dip. Let's see, right at 10. Well, maybe I didn't get on another dip. Oh, no. So I was watching this ascending triangle pattern here play out, and I was thinking right here it would break up. So I was holding 1,000 shares, 58. Yeah, right here, exactly. And I sold, I think, in the next minute at 74. So yeah, boom. It was a quick trade. As soon as it broke under the trend line, I got out, and it was the right thing to do because it literally never got over that level. Wasn't a big loss. Well, it gets over it down here at 1050, but I'm gone by then. So I'm not going to go over every little scout that I made. But oh, here was the other one at 111. Nope, CEI. Because at 111 I made a trade too, and made a little bit on it. Boom, right here. Picked up, I think, 500 shares. Yep, 500 shares at 405, selling 250 at 417, and the other 250 at 420. And that was the right thing to do because it hit a high of 425 quickly and then came back down. And then that's when I made my second trade, picking up shares a little lower. I think I picked up here, and then on this drop, and then on this drop. So, yep, that was my day today. Nothing spectacular. I'm probably done for the day. So, down $76. But I am going to keep watching here over the next probably 45 minutes to an hour. If something happens, you know, I'll make a little bit more money, maybe lose a little bit. That happened Friday. I made all my thumbnails before I did my recap, and I did my recap later in the afternoon after I'd lost a little more money. So I was up 355, ended up being up like 225 or something. I don't know, but whatever. CEI looks like it's trying to break back over this level now. And this stock still has potential to go just absolutely insane. But anyways, that's the recap for today. Tomorrow we'll be back at it. Hopefully I can actually finish up green for the day. Thanks for watching.